Okay, so I went and I got me something that I've been wanting for a long time. It is something that I've been dreaming of for I don't know when, but anyway. I purchased broken. The audio's not working because I'm kind of a technical whiz. I like to work on things, but I went out and I bought the big one. I bought none other than the Turbo Express. And I can't wait to get into this thing. The seller described it, as I said, non-working. So I'm going to have to, normally that typically means you're going to have to recap it. So I'll recap it and, see if we get some sound or whatnot. But described as not working. Can't wait. Another side note though was that the seller of this item, he said that it was a former band member's. He said that it was like one of his guitarists, and this guy used to be in Fight, the Rob Halford band after Judas Priest. So that's pretty neat. So I got your Turbo Express, and I'm gonna fix it right now. There you go. Check it out. Here we go. We're going to fix some Turbo Express. First, I'm going to have to try it out just to see if it works as the seller described, which he seems like a pretty honest dude. I don't think he just make up some story about the guy from Fight owning this thing, because it's like, why wouldn't you go with Judas Priest instead of Fight? Say it was Rob Halford himself. He said one of the guitarists, so I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to fix it. Bam. Okay, I just want to give this thing an initial test. See if it's working like the seller described. It has 6 batteries. I got the finest batteries money can buy. Thunderbolt, Magnum. Yep. 1, 2. Oops, I dropped one. 3, 4, 5. Oh, can you feel that power? This is radiating through the machine. Oh, let me grab a look at it. Here it is. Final piece of the puzzle. Bam. Ooh, it's heavier. Well, makes sense. Okay, got that set. And I've got a copy of Impossible. First boot up. You're seeing it with me. There we go. Here we go. Impossible. Bright, maybe? No. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, there it is. I see it. Yeah. I actually see it better through the camera than I do the actual screen, which is kind of strange. I think it looks better for the video if I turn the contrast down. It's strange how it shows up better. But as the seller described, it's working, but the sound isn't. So I already bought the cap, so we're going to recap it. All the buttons seem to function. Let's see, the turbo's on 2. Is it on 1? No. Yeah, there it is. So that seems to be functional. Let's turn that off to see. Yeah, everything seems to be functioning. Very good. Okay, got the Turbo Express. Need to do some disassembly. So let's find the correct bit. Looks like it's just Phillips on the back. Let's see. Yeah, Phillips. I did try out the earplugs. I tried those out, and they did produce sound, so I guess the caps aren't shot so much that those don't work. I tried out the AC or DC 7 volts, and I plugged it up to a universal guy that was 7.5. I figured that would be good enough, but I then lost video. It really looked like the caps were holding on by a thread anyhow, so hopefully whenever I recap it, everything will be alright. I hope I didn't blow something up. I really don't think I did, but because when I first turned it on, I didn't even get like a picture the first time, I don't think. It was very hard to see to the eye without turning up the contrast really high. It was funny because like even in the viewfinder, it was easier to see than what it was on the actual screen. I got me a cheap little tool set here. I just keep it here so I can have it handy when I need it, but it's not the best. I got it from Big Lot, I think, but it works. Got me a nice storage tray. Got that at Harbor Freight for pretty cheap. Pretty good for stuff like that. Let's see. Is that a... Yeah. I can't seem to get it to bite. Is this the right? I need like a flashlight to see this. Can you see it, Mr. Camera? I don't think so. Let's see. Let me get a flashlight. I happen to have one right here. Sorry, the camera's a little shaky. Yeah, it's just Phillips. Guess I'm just not getting it. There we go. I think I got it now. Yeah. Where are you? Come on. These are little... Let's get the easy guy then. I'll come back to that. I'm getting lazy. Okay, there we go. I believe there's 2 silver ones down here. Yep. Oop. One of the silvers. Oops. And I just got this one here, I believe, so. There we go. I got a hold of it. It should be loose now. Yeah, it's loose. Alright, let's check it out. Let's see. First time cracking this bad boy open. I know I've seen some other disassembly videos. I want to watch these cables here. There's that one. Oh, I see. That one. I hate these. Oh, that one wasn't too bad. Okay. Past that point. How many screws we got here? So that's the front screen part. We can set that aside. We want to focus on this part. It's the one with the caps. Let's see here. That's the batteries. Okay, got that. I'm thinking that this is going to be some original caps, because I bet they've never been replaced. Let's see, does this just come out? Yeah, this is for the link port, I believe. I don't think anybody uses those. Good luck finding somebody who actually has a Turbo Duo, you know. Maybe one of your friends might have one, but I bet even back in the day it was pretty uncommon to find somebody else who had one. Is there any screws on this, or is it loose? Oh, there's a screw. I see it. Right up here. There's that one. Is there another one, or is it loose? It feels loose. There we go. Excuse me. Yeah. If I had to get... Oh, God, look at that. That big blob right there. That's going to get in... Well, those aren't caps, are they? Or are they? Yeah, they are caps. Nikon. Looks like that one might be bulging a little bit. Does it look bulging to you? Looks like it to me. These appear to be original caps, I would say. Let's go ahead and take this guy out too, because I was going to do that to because I like to rinse the board in vinegar and water if it has a, to get rid of all the any corrosion that might be on it. That's just a thing that I do. I know I haven't really seen anybody else do that. There we go. Get my hand out of the way so the camera can focus. Bam, there's the card port for the HU cards. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. That is the turbo chip port, because this is a US system. Let's see if I can get a little closer look at these caps here. Yeah, that one looks like it's bulging, I think. That one here looks like it a little bit. Regardless, they're all going. I'm changing them all out. Got to get this shield off of here. I kind of dread doing that. I'm sure it's soldered down, isn't it? I would say it's got anchoring. Yeah, it looks like that's one of the anchoring points. Right there, I believe, if you can see it. Yeah, right there. I'd say that's an anchoring point there. There, yeah. That don't look like it'd be too hard to get off, though. Let's check this Nikon up since it's turned up where we can see it. Let's see, is there any? Looks like it's got a little bit of crud coming out. Yeah. These caps need changed. I'd say they're original. Alrighty. I'm going to get to that. Just wanted to show this because there is something underneath that big blob that I was that I showed in the last bit. There's like an inductor or something underneath that. So you want to be careful when trying to remove that stuff, because you kind of have to remove it to get the solder points here and here, and there's another one over here to remove these caps. So I'm going to try to get the heat shield off, or the RF shielding off soon. So I also worked on the bit of glue or whatever it was back here, trying to free it up from the edge so it wouldn't hold on to that, but I'm going to try to do all that. So okay, so the heat shield has been removed, and I am getting ready to start doing some capping, I guess. But I do like to rinse it off, but I'm not really seeing, you can see it on that one a little bit of the crud coming out of the caps. You can definitely see it like where the points are. Like right there. That one's the one that was underneath the heat shielding. Well, RF shielding, excuse me. Yeah, oh, definitely that 100 one right there. But But yeah, these are definitely original caps that need replaced. I just have 3 capfuls of white vinegar, and then I put 3 capfuls of water, so it's kind of mixed right into the ice cream bucket and kind of swoosh it all around. Get a old toothbrush, you can kind of just work it in, you know, get around the caps and get all that corrosion and whatnot off of it. I don't know if I made enough solution. I thought it, that's enough. Just to get all the corrosion. It works for battery acid. So I've done it with the Genesis stuff, the Game Gear, and it's always worked pretty well. It kind of takes away some of that odor that it emits. So I guess it's a good time. And then whenever you're done, just take it and put it underneath a fan or something for about 24 hours. You definitely don't want to power it on after doing this. But yeah, sorry about the washer machine. I don't know if this audio is working anyhow. If it's working good. Alrighty, I'm going to finish this up because I can do it better with 2 hands. Okay, the board is all dry. I'm going to start in on the cap kits. Well, cap kit, not cap kits. But got it from, let's see here, Console 5. Great site. You order something and it's there in no time. Free plug for them. But it is nice ordering things and they have it to you as soon as possible. So, let's see. I'd like to start on those end ones there, but let me verify what those are. 116 volts. I probably have some just sitting around here from that are leftovers. I think the 100 volts are probably the ones that are like the most of them. Okay, we got some 100 volts, not volt, 100 UF, excuse me. Okay, we got some hundreds here too, I think. So there's 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to assume these are the 16 ones. 100 UF 16 volts. Because those are all 100 UF 16 volts. And then the others, these will be the other hundreds, which I see one here. There's one here, here, here. Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we already got 4, so I know it's meaning these for these. Okay. So what I like to do, I just cut them I know it's very controversial. Some people say you shouldn't do this, but works for me. See, I just put it in there and look at that. Look at it's like a pimple popping. Look at that. That's right. I'm not having you on my board no more. You are gone. I'm just going to do a few because I want to get this stuff done. If something should arise, sorry, I had to get the trash can to put that stuff in. If something should arise that I would need to tell you, I will. But I do that, and then I kind of just get my flush cutters under it and then lift up on them. See that reveals the conductors, so that gives you access to those. See, it comes off just like that. Then I'll take my flush cutters and kind of crack this bottom part here. You can just crack it up like that. It's out of the way. Grab some tweezers and just pull them out. And this glue's kind of throwing me off track. I should probably turn on my iron and get it hot while I'm doing this. That one's not broke good enough. Just be careful when you do it, though. You want to be aware of your surroundings here. Sometimes you can kind of get it under and then push up to kind of crack at. There we go. Like that. You could do it like that. You can do it any way you want, as long as it's effective. There we go. Look at that. It's up. Let's see, I need some water for my cleaning. There, that's where it used to be. Water for my sponge is what I meant, not for cleaning the board. I'm not going to clean the board with water. I use alcohol for that. 100%, 90% actually. Because you want to clean around it to make sure it's all. I just grab it with the tweezers. Let me turn on my. So no fumes are going in my lungs. It's always a good idea to have that. See, it comes up like that. So easy. Oop. There's little bits. You can even take your solder wick, get up all that nasty solder. There we go. Yeah. Like so. Get these caps back in here that I'm not using so I don't lose them. Because I probably could get them mixed up with all the other cap kits I've been doing. Okay. Let's get some alcohol. I really got a mess here. I should clean it up. You just get busy working on stuff and you just kind of get wrapped up on what you're doing and you don't really think about it. There's something relaxing to doing this. I'm curious if that's an inductor or not. Can you see in there? All I can see is more of that like blue stuff in the center of that, so I'm not sure what it is. Anyhow, we got the stuff off, so now we want to get it ready for the new cap. I would say it's an inductor or some sort of coil like deal. Let's get it tinned up. That's how I like to do it. Get your cap. You know what? I just saw something. That little bits of glue was everywhere. Did not look to see which way was the negative. That is a very important thing. I may have to look at a document online to see that. I like to do this with the cap. Kind of grab it with the tweezers to kind of hold it. I even tin it up a little bit. But I'm definitely going to look to see which side was the negative, which side was the positive. Because these caps are a little funky. They're not marked very well. Plus it says on the board though. I do see a plus here. And there's a plus on this side. I can't tell which one's that. All that glue stuff in the way, kind of. I'm going to look just to make sure. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I looked it up. The negative, which when you look at these, if you don't know, the negative is the black side. Okay. So the negative, which I looked at a cap map that was on WikiTech, this is the negative side, and this is the positive side. Negative side towards this cap right here, which is 501. Because I was just looking at a map, you know, so I was trying to keep it straight in my head. So I'm going to put it down just like this. Okay. Might be easier to take it in like this. Well, may have to do this one with my fingers because that is a tight spot. Get my fume extractor on. How am I looking on the other side? Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. Yeah. Really well I got this off. Maybe I should take this glue off so it fits better. You want to be very careful when you gotta working with an X-Acto knife on a PCB board. That might make a better fit. Yeah. Am I liking that? I'm liking it. That thing's down. See? It is not moving. Oh, sorry. Get it towards the center. Better. Okay. So come in on the other side. Ooh. That guy is in place. I know a lot of people like the orientation to be like perfectly straight and everything, but as long as it works, you know. So I guess I'll do that one next and then over to here, because I kind of like to get all the ones out of the way so I know I'm not putting in the wrong values. Alrighty, that's how you do it. Nice, good fit. Cap is in place. You can check to see if you shorted it out, but I'm pretty sure I did not. See if you get a beep. Okay. Just a slight beep, you don't have to really worry about. That's just solid beep's the one you want to worry about. It's just something within the circuitry that makes it do that. A little charge. Alrighty. Well, here I am at the very next one, and something I forgot to mention was the use of flux. I think this is some fake Amtech. I think it's a counterfeit too, but it seems to work. I do have a real tube, but I was just waiting to use this one up. But you can come in and put a little bit on the pads before you mount the, I'll have a plunger. They did not provide me with the plunger, so that's looking for my screwdriver right now. There's something that would be stout enough to do this. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have came prepared. Oh. There we go. Anyways, you can take your tube and put in just a dab of oil. That's probably enough for both of them. I'm going to improvise a little bit here. It's probably way more than enough. But this side's going to be hard to get. I may have to get the air on that, because this is the negative side and this is the positive side. The only thing I know is try to mount the capacitor closer to this end than it will be to this end. But that one's going to be hard. That's probably one of the hardest in the whole bunch, I would say. Okay, let's see. Get my cap ready. Probably not a good thing to have too much excess solder, but in this situation it's probably going to help us. So I want to bring the cap in like this. I'm going to kind of mount it closer to the edge like this. Okay. Oh, I didn't get it. That thing is not down. Kind of down, but I'm not happy with that. better. I could probably switch the tip on my iron, make it into just a straight tip. But boy, that's a tough one. Let's see if I can get it this way. I may be able to get it like that. I think I got it. Let it cool down a bit. That's a tough one though. It's probably the toughest one of the whole group. I'm gonna look at it in a microscope, or not microscope, but magnifying glass. Yeah, it's in there. Just because I had to use so much solder, let's make sure we didn't bridge it. I can't hardly even get my lead in there. Nope. It's good. Yep, it's good. I'm not getting anything across the negative and positive. Excellent. And I noticed the positives right here for that, for this one, and the positives right here for that one. Okay, this is probably the hardest ones. That one might. These might be a little tricky over here. This group. Like that one, but it is like the soldering points are that way. This one, yeah, it is across. That one's across, so I'm gonna have to watch this, not to melt it with my iron. Those shouldn't be hard. But outside of that, I'd say the rest of them are a breeze. That guy was the hardest though, I would say. But he's on there. Alrighty. Talk to you in a bit. Oh, and I didn't show removing it, but this is the board with all the control inputs on it. There is a cap here that you do have to replace. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, here it is. The finished product with all the new caps. I like the surface mount ones because when you're putting these things back together and you're using the through hole capacitors, they're a pain in the butt making sure they're all oriented right. But with the surface mounts, you don't have to worry about it. It all goes back together easy for the most part. Alrighty, I'm going to put the heat shield back on and I'm going to reassemble this, and or the moment of truth. Is it going to work or not? Alrighty. Alright, it's back together. Moment of truth. Got our copy of Impossible. got our best batteries money can buy. And we are going to try this thing out. And I seriously hope I didn't mess something up. Seriously hope I didn't mess something up. Here we go. Ooh. I see it. Sounds good. Ooh, there's the screen. Yeah. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. This wasn't a big waste of time, and I fixed it. Yeah. This appears to be one working. Oh, I'm so grateful. Well, there you have it. Perfectly done cap kit. Well, maybe not perfect, but I know I'm getting a little crazy. But yeah, I'm so happy that is working. Excellent. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, now he's kicking like crazy. Heck yeah, alrighty. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm glad this was a success. I'm going to play some Turbo Grafx 16 on the Turbo Express. Some impossible, I guess. See you all next time. Okay, one more note before we close out the video. I just want to say that the video on these things is awful. I know some people take to YouTube and they're like, for the time it was nice. I think they're just too loyal to the NEC and they don't want to just call it like it is. I'm amazed that they sold it. I mean, it's hard to read the text. That's even, you'll have a US game and it's, not in Japanese and you're supposed to be able to read the text. But you can't with the Turbo Express. So I'm looking into it, and there's a strong chance we might have a screen upgrade on this thing. Because the screen, ooh, it sucks. You can't even make out detail of the sprites in the game. I was playing Aero Fighters after the Impossible, and I was like, Impossible is hard to play. Let's see if Aero Fighters is any better. No. I think the only thing this thing would be good for with the original screen is probably China Warrior, because it has humongous sprites that take up the entire screen. Anyways, look forward to a screen upgrade. More than likely, I'm still on the fence. It's like, do I really want to alter it from its original state? I've already replaced the caps, which you pretty much have to do that if you just want it to be working. So, we'll see. See you later.